Hi, everyone. So today we have lots of topics, and so we will go a little fast. So we have lots of topics here. I hope it will be useful for everyone. So first, we will start with the containers. So containers is a high topic now. So this is our architecture. So this is like a basic architecture. So like we have the interface, we have the controller, database, OMS, which is the message pass, and the agent. Now, currently you can install them everywhere. You can install them on-prem, you can install them on your cloud, you can install them. We have a SaaS offering. Now you can install them to a container. If you want to install the controller to the container, like this is like a suggested solution, like a architecture, like you can put the controller in one container, but in this case, you need to have some persistent storage, because when you upgrade the controller, you don't want to lose the, for example, SSL keys, or you don't want to use the key stores, or import, export, like images or that kind of thing. So you need to have like a persistent storage. You can also have the database inside the container if you want. In this case, also you need to keep the data in a persistent storage. Same thing for OMS. If you want to keep OMS in a container, you need to keep this like the active message data in the persistent storage. Same thing for agent also. Agent can be also inside the containers. With the after 7.7 release, we also support TLS SNI. So in this case, you can keep the controller and message pass, the OMS, inside one cluster, and you can able to access it from external agents also. But beside this is one part of the containerization. The other part is you may want to run some tasks in containers. Like in this case, for example, I have some example workflow here. So we recently published like 4 different integration for all of the major cloud container services. Like we have integration with the Azure cloud service. We have integration with this AWS EKS. We have integration with the Google GKE. And also we have integration with the OpenShift. So these are running very similar way. Like I will show one of them, for example. And this is the AKS integration. If I go to the definition of it. So we can run jobs. We can run from the cron job. If your developer creates a cron job template, we can run them also. And like we can connect to the server service. Like we can use this application authentication, and then you give the cluster name. So all of these you see here, we can directly connect to the service. We can get the list of the available clusters. Like I can get resource groups, and same for all the others. And the other thing is we give you like 3 options for the definitions of the jobs you want to run. So like, for example, you can keep the definition inside the controller. Like this one, you can have a script that has the information about the container and the command you want to run. And you can have it on a local file, which is like a file on the agent server, or you can have a link. If you want to use a link, I have an example here. For example, we can directly use the definitions directly from GitHub, for example. If you give a link that has the content of the file, we can also execute them. And one other benefit for that one, this will not just launch it. It will launch and track the status of the tasks. And then if you select that one, it will check the container logs, and it will wait until the container is successfully completed. Then you also have the options for the output. You can say that in the extension output, I want to print this one. In the std out, I want to print these information. So you can select which output you want to get. And also you have an option, what you will do afterwards. Like, do you want to delete the job, or do you want to keep it, or do you want to delete it when it's successfully completed? So you have these options. And so like, I just run it because of the time. So I run a AKS task, and I run these 3 tasks in different cloud vendors. I run them in parallel. Whenever it's completed, I run the OpenShift job. All of them has this option also. Whenever a task completed, even if success or failed, you can go to the details. You can see the resource name, the namespace used. You can see the job status. You can also see the last update time, and also you have this commands for this execution. Like I can retrieve the output of this execution. So in this case, it will connect to the container and try to get the output of that execution. And also because I didn't want to delete it because to show you this option. So you can also delete the resource after you complete it, because sometimes you may use like a named container name can be like auto-generated and like a generated name, I believe. And in this case, you will have a variable with the actual name of the resource, or you can just right click here and you can delete the resource here. And same for the others also, like as I said, EKS, AKS, Google, and OpenShift, they have the similar functionality, and it's currently available in the Integration Hub. You can download and you can start using.